Alright, so what's up guys? So we are out here on another run. Out here doing this craziness for all of you guys to enjoy and not getting hit by some moving vehicles along the way. And you know, for you, you've got a bunch of different habits, right? Whether or not you like them or not, your body has these same repetitive activities that it's used to doing, and that you do from day to day, and you may not particularly be conscious of, you know, whether or not you're doing them. And you know, that's what we call habits. And you know, there's these group of individuals, successful people, right? And while the term successful may be quite, you know, different from person to person, whoever you follow, they have a certain set of habits, and a lot of them are quite shocking to many. So, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. So for you, we're gonna give you 5 shocking habits of successful people. And you know, without further ado, we're gonna go into habit number 1, and that is to wake up very early. I know I've been guilty of this many times, right? I've like been falling prey to the tendency, you know, of taking a couple extra hours of sleep, right? And not really setting an alarm clock when I have to. But you know, regardless of the day, successful people always have their alarm clock set. They're always, you know, having their day planned out. And if they're waking up at a random time, that's gonna throw their entire day off. And you know, they know that they're not gonna get enough done. They're not gonna get the same amount of work done. They're gonna throw it up to risk and probability. So, you know, they're not able to calculate their day as effectively. So for you, you gotta figure out, you know, what time you wanna wake up, right? I know there's a big push to have people wake up at 4 a.m. But, you know, for many, that simply may seem very hard or not feasible, because you know, a lot of us have nighttime jobs and so forth. But you know, whatever time works for you, figure out a particular time and set it, right? Hopefully it's a couple hours before work and exercise, right? And that goes into tip number 2, and that is to exercise, right? A lot of those highly successful people have these crazy work schedules, and you know, a lot of them still make time to go to the gym and exercise. A lot of times, not very early hours. That's why you see them wake up at 5 a.m. So they're able to get up bright and early, get their workout done, and then simply just go about their day, go about their business. And you know, from that, you know, while it may vary from person to person, it's quite effective if you really think about habits of and you know, for me in particular, I am not one to wake up so early. I often prefer to get my work started early, then go into the gym afterwards, right? Because oftentimes, you know, I can wake up groggy, I can wake up very tired, and you know, in essence, not feel so ready to go to the gym, right? Because I gotta wake up, take my vitamins, have, you know, drink my water, have a good bowl of cereal, and you know, something to supplement that, whether it's a small piece of rice and chicken or not. So, you know, from that, that's my particular taste, because I feel to get a more effective workout, I can't really work out on an empty stomach. That's me. So for you, figure out, you know, when it is to work out, and simply do it. Add it to your routine, whether or not, you know, it's a super long one or not. And you will be having a habit that highly successful people share as well. So for you, we will go into tip number 3 of these highly successful people, and that is to, you know, de-stress and focus on their mind. But a lot of them while they have these big, huge careers and so forth, also dedicate time, to their own mental health. And, while that may make you think that, you don't necessarily have to be very mentally ill or mentally, down to get that, right? A lot of them just do like simple walks, simple talks with their best friends, or even, professionals, right, who are there for them. Because, for everyone in the world, you've got your up times and your down times. So, while you're in those down times, it might be refreshing to simply just go to the park, go for a walk, go talk to your buddy, and simply, get your mind out of that state. Get your mind back to normal. Because what can happen if you don't take action when you notice these things, you can stay in these, frames of mind, right, states of consciousness, these negative, views, and you're not going to be very productive. It's going to waste a lot of time, and you want to get out of them. So, and that leads us into point number 4, or habit number 4 of, highly successful people. That is, they are very aware of their time. They're very conscious of it. And, for them, I don't blame them. But they have a huge busy schedule, and they always carry a watch with them wherever they go. Right? It doesn't have to be a fancy, nice watch, right? It can be any little watch, just simply to tell them the time. And I do that myself. I feel empty without my watch because I'm always aware of what time it is, right? What I'm supposed to be doing in any given particular moment. And it saved me a lot of time, right? Because oftentimes you can get lost in the moment per se, right? You're doing something fun and you simply just keep doing it. You forget that you gotta go and write that paper, and that it's due in a couple hours, so you don't necessarily think about that, and you can run out of time. And highly successful people know that time is the number one commodity. Hey, you're not getting that back. And for many, that's very harsh, right? So they take their time very seriously. I know I do, and I know that you should as well. So carry a watch and be aware of the time and understand its importance and conserve it. And for you, now we will go into habit number 5 of highly successful people, and that is to continue to read, right? They're always reading, right? I forget the number of books the average CEO reads per year, and it's quite high, definitely in the double digits. And if you compare that to the average American, that is, they overbear them. They do that because they simply have this drive to read more and more books, to get more and more knowledge for them. And from that, that's going to teach you new things, give you new perspectives on life. And from that, you're going to be able to grow and expand, right, and try new things and succeed and fail, because you're going to have a better roadmap. Right? You're going to understand what it is that you're doing better, right, and take the appropriate steps. Because for many, that may not be the easiest thing in the world. It's very easy to get lost, because oftentimes these crazy hard roads that we build for ourselves in order to get onwards towards success, they can seem, very difficult, very hard to undergo. And, from that, you need help. You need outside sources of information, which is going to come from those books that you read. And, it doesn't have to necessarily be, in textual form. Right? You don't have to sit down and crack open a book and start reading it. You can listen to, several audiobooks that are available online and podcasts as well. So you can enrich your mind, add a plethora of information, and become wise beyond your years, like those successful people are. And You know, these are the 5 habits of highly successful people. And if you copy them, you're gonna be well on your way to being just like them. Because I know I do. I want to be, you know, just like those successful people, right? Almost like you want to copy them. And, you know, just by doing these 5 habits, you're gonna be on your way to being like them. So, you know, do them. And, you know, we hope you enjoyed this video. So we say thank you very much and goodbye.